Time-warping action-adventure Quantum Break is the latest joint from developer Remedy, also known as the studio that brought you Max Payne's 1 and 2, and, more recently, Alan Wake.
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
Yes, Alan, we remember. Quantum Break explores what happens when an X-Man, a hobbit, and Littlefinger off Game of Thrones get blown up in a science explosion that creates a fracture in time, which causes time to break down, or...
Explosion make time go bad.
Thanks, Captain Science. But as you, the player, steel yourself for the inevitable mind-bending philosophical implications of dicking around with time travel and causality, you should also prepare for your brain to be melted by the metaphysical minefield that is Remedy's cross-franchise shared universe, in which the fictional worlds of Quantum Break, Alan Wake, and Max Payne are intertwined, sort of. If you didn't click away when I said cross-franchise shared universe, then 1, that's more than I deserve, and 2, here's how the games are all connected. Watch out for spoilers from the first hour of Quantum Break.
Well...
Early in Quantum Break, protagonist Jack Joyce is fleeing through a university lecture hall when he stumbles on a chalkboard covered in notes from what was apparently a lecture on Alan Wake. If you play like we play, Jack then interrupts his escape to read everything on the board. It appears this class was studying the plot of Alan Wake, since the notes are full of references to the story of that game, such as characters Barbara Jagger and Thomas Zane, and stuff about those Christmas lights.
What are the Christmas lights for?
Protection, man!
Which proves Alan Wake exists as a work of fiction in the world of Quantum Break. The wrinkle here is this class could have been studying either the video game about Alan Wake made by Remedy, or the novel about Alan Wake written by Alan Wake in the course of the video game called Alan Wake. The name of the novel Alan Wake is writing during the events of Alan Wake the video game is actually Departure, so there's that as well.
I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure.
In the first episode of the live-action Quantum Break TV show, you can catch a glimpse of a novel written by Alan Wake. So Alan Wake could be an actual novelist in the world of Quantum Break. Or this could be, just Remedy being cute. While we're tangling ourselves up in shared universe knots, we may also remember that there's a poem towards the end of Alan Wake, read by Alan Wake, which goes...
Lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene.
And you don't need me to tell you that Quantum Break contains characters called Beth Wilder and Paul Serene. And the significance of that is I have no idea. We'll probably have to finish Quantum Break before it becomes clear, if it ever does.
I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake, Alan Wake. Oh, God, I am your biggest fan.
Over in the world of Alan Wake, meanwhile, Alan Wake is the author of a popular series of gritty noir crime thrillers starring a hard-boiled hero called Alex Casey. Wait a minute, that's not Max Payne. Hang on though, the voice of Alex Casey sounds quite a lot like Max Payne.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end.
In fact, he's voiced by the same actor as Max Payne.
After the funeral, I told Alex I'd be transferring to the DEA.
And he says all the same kind of things as Max Payne.
Alone at my own wake.
And he's had the same gritty noir stuff happen to him as Max Payne.
13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me.
So Alex Casey is Max Payne by another name then, yeah? Or, I don't know, Alan Wake had a mate called Max Payne who was always diving around in bullet time. And so Wake wrote some books based on his life story, changing Max's name to protect the innocent.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct!
Speaking of unlikely explanations, your guess is as good as ours when it comes to why is the hero of Quantum Break wearing a t-shirt for the TV show Night Springs, which was a Twilight Zone-like show in the world of Alan Wake.
Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide.
But then that clip is from a while back when Jack Joyce had a different costume and face, so I'm going to put it down to a fracture in time and wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey and move along folks, nothing to see here. Oh, except for a poster for a video game called Death Rally on the wall in a bedroom in Alan Wake, and the actual game Death Rally in this Alan Wake DLC. Death Rally was a racing video game made by, wait for it, Remedy. What does it all mean? It's almost as if Remedy loves Easter eggs and making fun references, and it's not even about an elaborate, overarching Inception-style shared universe of games within games. The Remedyception plot twist, in case you haven't figured it out already, is that you are inside a Remedy game right now. You should probably check if you have bullet time powers. Try diving sideways and see if everything goes into slow motion. But before that, drop us a like please and subscribe for more videos from Outside Xbox. Thanks for watching.